This is my video for YouTube for Billy's Mysteries of the Unknown. It is about UFOs and alien beings. To all people, remember the old science fiction film back in 1953, Invaders from Mars, where people claimed they were abducted by alien beings? Well, over the years, many people have claimed not only to have seen UFOs, but also have been abducted by aliens. One of the best examples of the first UFO encounter was back in 1947, when, during a very violent lightning storm, a craft got hit by a lightning bolt. Many witnesses have come forward over the years claiming it was not a down weather balloon as the military claimed. It was a UFO, and even found bodies of alien beings. Many witnesses, including a guy named Dennis, was an assistant for being an undertaker's convention. He was told to bring baby-sized caskets for dead alien bodies. He was told not to say anything. And somebody told him not to say anything, or he'd be dead if he went and said anything about it. A nurse he knew personally drew pictures and claimed they were not from this world, they were alien bodies. And many people over the years, and another good example was in Pennsylvania, where somebody claimed a acorn-shaped thing came flying, and it crashed. The military said they found nothing, when in reality they did. And a good example of an alien abduction was the Allagash 4 back in before 1977. Jack Wiener and his brother Jim, his twin, went with two friends they went to art school with. They were camping, and one of them at first saw a light in the air. They first saw it and it went whew. When it disappeared, it was maybe a weather balloon or a helicopter to turn a light off. And then when they went fishing, they saw the strange light again. One of them signaled it, and then they got scared and tried to get back to shore. They had no memory, and then it disappeared, and they never saw the strange object again. And they started having strange nightmares of alien beings doing experiments on them. At first, people didn't really believe them, but they couldn't believe it themselves. Many people have claimed over the years to have seen UFOs and alien beings when they've been abducted. And another good example was back in 1964. A guy who used to be a police officer thought he'd have the day of his life when he was chasing a teen for speeding. But that wasn't the big day of his life. He encountered a UFO, and it was shaped sort of like a triangle, square-like shape. He saw two figures, and then it disappeared and just shot off into the air. And then he called a friend of his who was the captain of the state police, claiming he saw a spaceship from another world and possibly alien beings. And one of the state troopers took a picture, but the military confiscated, said the film was no good. It was destroyed by radiation, which in reality they destroyed it because they didn't want them to know the truth. And this is another good example. Over the years, many people who have claimed to see UFOs, if you see one or have heard stories, you risk getting ridiculed, criticized, not to mention you could even be given death threats. Not only to you, but people around you, such as your family and friends. So if you ever encounter a UFO, especially if you've never seen this object, be careful who you say it to, because not only could you be ridiculed and criticized, You could also be threatened, and people around you, such as your family and friends. And many people who have claimed to have seen them have had death threats. And over the years, many people claim the government, especially in Area 51 and Roswell, have been hiding spacecraft of alien spaceships and the bodies of alien beings. Many who've come forward over the years have claimed it. But ask yourself this question: is there life elsewhere in other worlds, in other galaxies? And do you believe in UFOs and aliens? Remember what I just said. I'm Billy McNeely for Billy's Mysteries of the Unknown. Happy Halloween to all my family and friends and followers, and all God's children, and may God be with all his children always.